Hello everyone, welcome to our sixth episode of LimKopi with Millennials. Hi, with me, I'm Chester, myself, Jasmine, Claire, and Timothy. So today's our topic, right, will be can money buy you happiness? Okay, so let me start to introduce myself first. Okay, if you guys have actually watched our webinars, I'm Chester. 29 this year. I'm in the digital marketing space with Philip Securities. So I do like digital stuff. I believe you guys could actually see me in TikTok also. I mean I do TikTok videos for Philip Securities. Yeah. So Timothy, can you tell us more about yourself?
Hi everyone, thanks Chester. Yeah, my name is Timothy. I'm 27 this year. I'm actually the product owner for the Share Builders plan in Philip. And if I've posted one TikTok on Philip Capital as well. I'm not sure if anyone has seen it. It's this video of this very cute baby girl. She's my niece. So yeah, maybe I'll pass over to Claire.
Thanks, Timothy. Hi, everyone. I'm Claire. So, for those who have been following our LimKopi with Millennials, right, you guys will have known me by now. I'm still 29. Okay, so my birthday not over yet. So, 29 this year. I've been working for about 3 years with Philip Capital, doing unit trust and also working together with Timothy on Share Builders Plan, which is our SBP. Yeah, so over to you, Jasmine.
Okay, thanks, Claire. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jasmine. I've been in a few episodes of the LimKopi with Millennial series now. I'm 30, turning 31 this year. My role with Philip is under the digital channel where we promote digital wealth products, DIY products. Yeah, so we advocate for self-help. Yeah. Today's session is on the topic of can money buy happiness? So at this juncture, I will actually launch a poll question, which I will also throw to the cast members here. Okay, so do you believe that money can buy happiness? So while we get the responses, maybe we can hear from the group here. What do you all think?
Okay, so maybe I start first. Okay, so this question, right, can money buy happiness? At the start, last time, your parents always say, money is not everything. It wouldn't buy you happiness, right? But I feel that after starting work and everything, yes, money can buy happiness indirectly. So why is that so? So for me, happiness is spending time with family and friends. But as we get older and life gets faster, right? The time we actually have for our loved one is getting lesser. Free time has actually become something of a luxury. Okay, so time is of limited resources. But then, right, I feel that money is flexible resources. So allocating money to buy myself free time, I feel is important. Like for example, right, simple things like spending money to take public transport instead of walking home to meet your family for dinner, okay, is part of spending money to spend time with your family. Okay, money helps me to save more time and also spend time with my loved ones. Okay, but it doesn't mean that I spend all my money just to have more time lah. But because today's topic is can money buy happiness? Yes, it is for me. So what about you, Timothy?
For me, yeah, I actually think money can buy happiness. Actually very fond of the saying, I'd rather cry in a Ferrari than at the bus stop, Yeah. I guess I'm very intrigued and I love material goods. So yeah, buying them makes me happy. What about you, Jasmine and Chester?
Maybe Chester, you go first.
So basically, right, I think if you guys have the other half, you buy her back, you can see that there is a smile on her face that expresses happiness. So can money really buy happiness? Yes. So for myself, right, I believe that money actually can buy happiness because I money not only like okay, some people might actually say that money is the root of all evil, but then what I actually think that, money, if you put it in good use, right, you can be healthy, you can be happy, you can even do something that makes you feel good. Like for example, exercising. After exercising, I believe that everyone around us feel like there is like the adrenaline rush. There's a pump and you feel happy. Just like when you spend money when you're down. That's why we always go to shopping. We always like buy things for ourselves to make us feel even better, or even food. So it relates to food. So food makes me happy. So I'm happy. Yeah. So money, in short, can really buy happiness. That's for my thinking. How about you, Jasmine?
I believe definitely money can buy happiness. I don't think we all feel like, oh, just because I have money I'll be happy. Not in that sense, but more of like, because if I am financially stable, if I'm financially healthy, I'm able to provide for my family or like my loved ones, and then like spend on them because I can get them things that I know could either improve the quality of life, like through necessities, or things like just really is feel good factor lah. Like I buy a bag, I buy like Claire say, like transport, or even things like pre-COVID. I mean, now we can travel, but like pre-COVID, it really is, travel is so easy, right? So I think for me, like one thing that I'm really appreciative of is that my last trip before COVID was actually a trip with my family, and it was like right before the whole storm hit. So it was like January of 2020. So I think I definitely believe that money can buy happiness. Yeah.
So I
Okay.
guess,
So
yeah, all of us all agree that money can buy happiness, right? I'm
yes.
curious what the audiences think.
Yeah, and let me just show what is the result of the poll. Okay, so the audience joining us on Zoom will be able to see this as well. So actually 70% believe that yes, money can buy happiness, and 30% think no. So just want to prompt the audience, please feel free, whether you're joining us on Zoom or on Facebook Live, we're also on Facebook Live, to just type in your comments on why you feel this way, why yes, why no, or what is your thought regarding what we are commenting in the webinar. Okay, we will be happy to interact with you. Okay, so at this point, maybe Claire, you want to expand more, because I think I really like the part where you were saying that you spend money to spend more time with your family. So you want to share more on that point?
Yeah, so all right, not only like spending money to spend time with my family, but I feel that everything involves money. Even when you're spending time with your family, right? You have to spend money to buy the food. You have like you go out, everything is money law, right? Not just spending time. So like the moment you say can money buy happiness, I I'm very curious to those 30% who say who don't agree. Like what are your thoughts? And okay, I also want to add on. So recently I read I can't remember, I read a book or a video, right? Like what Chester said earlier on. Do you know that, like for example, I buy something for myself. Let's say I buy a pen for myself and I buy a pen for Chester. Okay, actually the happiness level is higher when you're actually spending money on your the other half, or let's say your friend. So it's not just about spending money on yourself. So sorry Timothy, I don't think I will get answer right. But I agree with Chester about spending money for other people will make you happy. Yeah.
I just want to bring up some comments that I'm seeing coming in. So please feel free to continue commenting. So Bernard Ong actually said, money may not buy you all the happiness, but no money is near impossible to have happiness. I really like this saying because I think everyone feels that way, right? Like I'm sure we've all had like down moments in our life where we like had lesser money than usual, and we all felt very bad or felt very sad. So I think definitely can agree with that point. And also on Facebook, money can buy happiness. Happiness can bring in more money. This one is like money bring money kind of mindset, right? Yeah. So Chester, how about you? What do you think?
I think okay. There's also another Chinese saying lah. So later I translate for you all. 有钱是万能的，没钱是万万不能。Which means that got money you can create countless of possibilities, but without money you cannot do anything. Yeah. So with this in mind, I think most people agree with me lah. I mean, if you need something, you will be able to actually like spend on something to create some possibility of like happiness. I believe that, I mean, for the 30%, right? I believe that they are talking more towards like kinship. So without money, although we are very thrifty and all, right? But just that the whole thing, the whole situation, right? That we are bonding together, spending quality time. Quality time might actually equates to happiness also. So I do agree to that certain extent whereby money doesn't really bring them happiness lah in a way. But let's just say you guys strike lottery. Do you think you're not happy?
Confirm happy. I will
Yeah.
want to strike also. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Oh yeah, okay. So talking about what Chester said, right? I believe a lot of us, we have heard of a few stories whereby we have friends working very hard to earn money for a better future, right? And while working very hard to earn this money, they actually lost a lot of time and a lot of relationship with their loved ones. So like, how do you think, like, do you really believe in really working hard, saving a lot of money first, then you spend time with your family with this money that you have? Or what are the other ways that you have been doing to grow this pot of money?
I think, I mean, I don't think I've experienced it myself because I'm not at the age. I don't have children yet. It's not my life stage yet. But I imagine that when I do have kids, I would be quite sad to miss their growing up life, their milestones. So like I've heard of older friends and colleagues, right, who have been very busy, and then they would like tell me, say like, oh, my daughter actually stood up today, but then I wasn't there to see because I was busy with something else. So like that kind of situation, I think resonates very strongly with me. So like I wouldn't want to be so busy or like be busy earning money or even things like tracking the stock market to the extent that I can't actually spend time with my family. So I think a balance is very important. Of course, not saying like stay home all the way, don't do anything lah. Yeah, but I think balance is very important. Yeah, so maybe Timothy, do you want to share whether there's any alternatives for people who feel that way?
I think most people work very hard and spend a lot of time at work. Then yeah, it's true. I think the 30% of the people who voted that money can't buy happiness, I think they're coming from the perspective where like money can buy healthcare, but it can't buy health. You can buy a clock, but you can't buy time. So I guess that's where they're coming from. So I guess one of the goals like many people face or want to achieve is to have financial independence, right? So that they might not have to work so hard, or they don't have to put their 100% into work or their time into work, and then they can still like reap the benefits of being financially independent or financially healthy. Yeah, so I guess that's my perspective on this.
Okay, so at this point, right, I think I kind of want to mention that we do have alternatives for people who are feeling this way. So one of the methods is that actually you can leave your worrying portion or the part that you need to spend so much effort into like analyzing the stock markets, right? So that you can have financial freedom, right? You can actually leave it to the professionals, and you can just like simply just close your eyes, don't care about it, and just enjoy life with your family. So that we have this product called Philip Smart Portfolio, which is a robo advisory. So I think I think I really like feel very passionately about this product because ever since I myself invested in it, and like I feel like I don't need to like worry about it because I just leave the hard work to the professionals to handle. Yeah, so like I know like others have different views, so maybe like can hear what you think.
Okay, so I think for those who attended the last two episodes, they know that I've been an advocate for regular savings plan, right? Because I think last year what I did was I'm always on the news reading what's happening around the world, always watching Bloomberg to see when can I go into the market and when should I get out. Which after a while it gets really tiring, and sometimes okay, because for example Bloomberg, right, the US stock market starts at 10:30. So when I meet my friends, I make sure I'll be home at 10 o'clock to watch the video. Then afterward, I feel it's starting to get tiring, and I really want to spend more time, go have drinks with my friends or go to their house to chill. And that's when I started regular savings plan. Every month, I decided, so like I like technology stocks, so I choose let's say a unit trust that is technology. Then every month I put in $100 into this unit trust. So it's regular savings plan, and ever since I started that, right, I don't really go and read articles or um more. I'm less, how to say I spend lesser time reading all these market news, and actually focusing my time on my loved ones. So regular savings plan I feel is one of the easier method when you want to do your investment, but at the same time you don't want to keep on hopping over the news or getting emotional over what's happening around the world. Yeah. What about Timothy?
Yeah, actually, earlier, Jasmine, you mentioned that you're not at the stage of having kids yet, but I think I have many friends who are around our age group that already have kids. So, not sure if any of y'all have attended the recent Ang Pao Collected What's Next webinar. So, this product is actually the Junior Share Builders Plan. So, you're actually giving your child a head start in life. You're building their portfolio from young, so you don't have to worry about when you should enter the market, like what Claire said. You can just buy on a regular monthly basis, and utilize dollar cost averaging. So whether or not the market goes down or goes up, your cost is always going to be averaged down. And at the same time, for long term growth, when your child turns 18, they already have this basket of stocks that you have already saved up for them.
Yeah, I think having we know that there are a lot of investment solutions out there nowadays, right? And I think it's quite important for us to be smart investors in the sense of picking the right thing, right tool, investment product for our requirements and needs. So for myself, right, I don't only invest in like stocks, I also invest in smart portfolio. And I like the fact that it actually helps me to have this peace of mind that one portion of my investment portfolio is handled by somebody. Because especially in the recent months with the crazy fluctuations of the US market, and now upcoming with the recent news of what's happening in Ukraine, I think the markets are going crazy, and like the amount of effort that I need to actually put in to monitor is really quite tiring lah. And honestly, sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe tonight I just I don't want to read that, I don't want to monitor. So having the peace of mind really is quite important for me. And I think some people might be wondering, why are we talking about all this and how does this relate to happiness, right? And I think like mental health is also one portion of happiness. But definitely in the longer term of things, it's like I think by having financial stability and financial independence is what can really help me bring happiness to myself, because I can get whatever I want for myself. I don't need to wait for, let's say, my husband to buy for me, or I could actually buy things for my family, look after my parents, like provide for them things that like how parents are, like they have the means to do it, but they can't dare to spend the money to do something like that. So like I think being able to do it for them or buy something for them, like in the past, I know my mom loves to travel, so like being able to bring her on a trip is one thing, or like maybe there's a handbag that she's eyeing, and being able to buy it for her is also one of those pleasures in life. So I think being happy myself and bringing happiness to people around me really falls on financial independence. And I think being smart investors is really one very important point here. Yeah.
So I think just now, cause Jasmine mentioned about smart portfolio, Timothy mentioned about junior share builders plan. So So these two products save you time because you don't have to constantly watch and read the market, right? It saves you from worrying whether you're actually buying at the high or low. Okay, and it also saves you money because Jasmine, if I'm not wrong, Smart Portfolio also allows regular savings plan, right? So you don't have to both SBP and Smart Portfolio, you don't have to put, let's say, one big lump sum, $10,000 inside, and then you don't have money left to spend on. Okay, instead you can just like put $100, $200 a month, and you're actually making your money work for you in a steady manner. But I think, okay, for those audiences who join us today who have yet to heard about Smart Portfolio or Share Builder Plan, where are they able to find all this information?
Okay, so for Smart Portfolio, it's you can actually browse. Actually, all of these information, the central place that you can look for is poems.com.sg. So that's our Poems main site, and from there, under our products and services, you can always navigate over to Smart Portfolio or regular savings plan, and then subsequently share builders. But also, if you want to look for the specific items, you can always just Google Philip Smart Portfolio or share builders plan. So I'll be in the Facebook Live, we've already shared the link, so you can comment. You can check the items in the comment section. But also on the Zoom, we'll be putting it in the chat just in a bit. Yeah.
So just wanted to check with you all. So what do you all think about, discipline saving and regular saving?
Discipline savings and regular saving. So to my understanding is you got to be I maybe my definition and Timothy's definition is different. So for example, discipline saving, which means that I actually regularly set an amount to be invested on a monthly basis, which relates to the dollar cost averaging kind of style. But then I do have smart portfolio, but I do not have regular savings plan because I would like to have a portion managed by the professionals while I handle maybe the rest of my portfolio because I believe in maybe like a portion of it with professionals, right? I could have a piece of my mind so that I could actually concentrate on what I want to achieve. So yeah,
I thought discipline savings and regular savings are the same.
really. So
Yeah,
maybe
to me it's
Timothy could
similar
Yeah,
also
actually
lah.
like
Actually
Maybe Claire,
recently,
you can share what is your understanding of it?
yeah,
regular savings. Okay, I always feel that regular savings give you the discipline to save.
Mm.
Yeah. Then every month, like okay, like SBP, because it is gyro to Poyam's account. So every month you also don't have to go and remind yourself, oh, I have to put $100 in regularly. The moment like at the 15th of each month or 18th of each month,
18.
18, it will just automatically from my bank account, $100 will transfer into my Poyers account to actually do the investments and give me some profits lah, I hope so. So yes. So for regular savings, I'm actually thinking whether should I okay, past few days like I've been thinking, should I actually put more money in regular savings plan? Let's say whatever I have in my stocks, some of them I let go and then I start to do regular savings because of what's been happening recently. I start to feel that regular savings might be the way to go for myself. And also I'm into I have a long term horizon. So I don't need the money yet. So I can do like a more disciplined savings every month. Yeah, so I think that's one of the benefits of regular savings plan also. Yeah.
I like what Claire said about regular savings gives me the discipline to save because I think regular savings has that fixed frequency, right? Which happens automatically. Whereas the discipline to save is really something that you got to like make yourself do, make sure you actually execute it, right? So I think having regular savings helps with the discipline portion. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. So likewise with smart portfolio, you start with $300 first. Then thereafter, with a minimum of $100, you can do a regular top up into the account. So all these like regular frequencies helps a lot with I guess the discipline to save. Yeah, because I think like with the stock market, right? Sometimes I get overly emotional, especially this period of time. Like I was just discussing with Chester this afternoon about all the so-called stock market mistakes I've made over the past, few months because of how I was worried about the price is moving. So having this like very neutral method of investing, I think really helps also, yeah, bolster the portion where the stock market moves too much.
Yeah. So with regards to smart portfolio, right? Because as mentioned just now, they were being managed by professionals. So I would have a very, very good sleep whenever the market is very volatile. But yes, of course, I still spend some effort in the market because I really want to know more about market so that I could actually maximize my gain in terms of my portfolio also. So yeah, this is for myself. It's called the diversification. Yeah.
Mm. So I think what people need to understand out there is that like there's completely nothing wrong with investing with stocks, shares, in unit trusts and such because like we do it ourselves. In fact, like all the cast members here, we do it ourselves. We've discussed this before. But I think one very important thing to take note is that you must always measure your risk appetite and make sure that you have a balanced portfolio and that you're not overly concentrated in one area. And I think diversification is very important. So I think having like regular savings, having smart portfolio to diversify your portfolio so that you're not overly concentrated in like say US stocks or tech stocks. I think that's really important because the market could move anytime and like you might not be ready for it.
Yes, and also for those of you who are attending today, because we used to have Vince, right, our financial advisor here giving advices, but he's going to get married this weekend, so therefore he's not with us today. But just to remind you guys, if you need any advices, smart portfolio, share builders plan, or unit trust stocks, you can always come down to any of our PIC outlets or look for Vince to get the advices. Also because Philip, we always have webinars, ongoing webinars almost every day, every week. Like LimKopi, we have it every month, right? Do check out our webinars and you can also learn from the different webinars on what's actually happening, the market outlook. Even for Timothy's share builder plan, they are also starting a monthly webinars on SPP. Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely look out for our webinars for across the company. They're all listed on our Poyon's website under education. You will see a tab that is for webinars. So do feel free to browse through and join us. Of course, our LimKopi with Millennials, it's a monthly thing. So towards the second half of each month, we will always have our session. So our cast members always switch up. We have a few of us who are staples, but we always invite new people like Timothy here today. So thank you, Timothy, for joining us. We are reaching about the end of our session. We are doing a shorter version this time around because we realized that young people nowadays, modern people nowadays have short attention spans and they might not want to stay the full hour with us. So as such, our sessions we're trying something new. We're actually shortening it to 30 minutes. So of course, if you have any questions, feel free to post them here. We'll stay a little bit longer, just in case there are any lingering comments or questions. And then otherwise, we are actually reaching the end and we're happy and really glad that all of you joined us today. So thank you everyone for joining us and we hope you have a good evening. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
And be happy.
Yes, always remember to be happy. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Bernard. And thank you, Essie, who's joining us on Facebook. Thank you. Thanks, Sandra.
I think right now food will give me happiness.
But food also need money.
Yeah.
Food also need money, man.
Okay, so I think we have no more comments, so we'll end the session here. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thanks. Bye. Are we still live?
I don't know.
I see the top left put live.
Mute.
I don't know.
Mute. Mute.